Good morning, Congressman. My name is Lizel Zaldivar. I'm a nurse representing the Philippine Nurses Association. I am here to discuss a policy that will somehow address the current problem that our country is facing, and that is the shortage of nurses serving the Filipinos. This policy is entitled Government Scholars to Render Health Services to the Filipino Community. Our country is known worldwide as one of the top producers of the best nurses across the globe. Yet, in this time of crisis and pandemic, it is ironic that our country is faced with an impending problem of shortage of nurses. Where have our professional nurses gone? To be truthful, they are probably out somewhere they feel more appreciated and well compensated. For decades, the plea of nurses to the Congress was to give us value by enabling us to experience a decent salary that will allow us to have a comfortable life here in the Philippines. Not only for those employed in the government sectors, but to those in private institutions as well. However, with the limitation of the government to include private health sectors to increase the minimum wage of nurses, we are challenged to find another way or means to ensure that there are enough nurses serving the Filipinos. How do we answer the problem of shortage of nurses here in the country? The answer to this is the implementation of a policy that will require government scholars of nursing education to render health services to the Filipino community. Our government has spent billions of pesos in improving the country's educational sector, to alleviate poverty and to improve the life of the Filipinos. Personally, I believe it would be wise for the government to utilize these scholars whom we have helped and require them to serve the people who sent them to school. This would be beneficial in so many ways. First, it answers the current problem of shortage of nurses in the country. Second, it helps solve the problem of poverty in our nation, as education helps improve the economic status of the people. Third, it fosters patriotism among the scholar nurses and develop in them an attitude of gratitude. Lastly, it will be a win-win situation between the government and the scholar, as both parties will be helping each other out. With this, I hope you remember that nurses are one of the essential health services that will keep our nation healthy. And it is the government's role to ensure that these services are readily accessible to every Filipino. Thank you, Congressman, and have a nice day.